Hello and welcome back to my channel. I can't wait to talk to you today about this topic because I'm super passionate about mindset. I absolutely believe that your self-development is so important, and reading and consuming material that literally empowers you is my favorite. So in today's video, we are talking all about 5 must-read books for your mindset and success in 2019. But before we start, do you like my new top? I just bought it and I could not wait to wear it, so I thought what better way than on the Samantha Hearn channel. So let me know if you liked my top. Okay, so there's a disclaimer before we start. People ask me all the time, how do you actually take action after you read? And it's so easy to read, but it's not as easy to do. And I have one really simple tip. So my disclaimer before we start this video is, when you read any book, just try and take away one key message, one fundamental tool or underlying influence that really sticks with you that you can take away and use in your life. So from any book I read, there is so much amazing content. I just try and think of one key concept that I can take away and put into action. And I hope that that gives you a really good starting point for when you're reading and how you can implement and put things into action. As you can see, I have 5 of my must-read books for your mindset and your development. And I just want to give you my experience of the books, how they've helped me, and how I think they can really help you. And for any of the books that resonate with you, please make sure that you go on Amazon or wherever you buy your books and get the book and let me know what you think of it, how it impacts you, and your one key takeaway. So the first book that I want to talk to you about is Big Magic. This book is one of the first books I read when I was trying to start out in what now I call my business, but then my hobby or my passion, and it was just a book I read, and it simply says it's all about intelligence and highly articulate, creative thinking and living beyond your fear. And for me, I was in a situation where I did love my job, I love teaching, but I knew that there was more for me, there was more that I could be achieving, and I just didn't feel like I was reaching my potential. I felt like I was achieving in my job, and my job was going really well, but it wasn't lighting me up the way it used to, and it just didn't seem as fulfilling as it could be, and I just felt that there was something else I could be doing. And in this book about Big Magic, it's all about how do you live your best life, but in the most creative ways for you, and how do you find things that you can put into your ideas and create big magic. And the key takeaway from this book, and you will read it and find different key takeaways, but for me it was, if you have an idea and an idea comes to you and you don't use it, it will go to someone else and they will use it instead. That has always stuck with me, and as soon as I read that, I thought, I have an idea, I'm just going to start an Instagram. I'm just going to start an account and see what happens. And honestly, I've never looked back. I have never ever looked back, and I absolutely adore the fact that this book gave me so many key takeaways to just get started. So if you're in a situation where you know you could be achieving more, whether it's in your business or your current life, and you just don't feel as fulfilled as you want to feel, and you're ready for more, Big Magic is a great book to just start taking you on that journey and start living without fear. My second book is Mastering the Mean Girl. And for me, this book really does continue the same theme as Big Magic. And when I read this book, I actually did my very first Facebook Live after I read this book on my school field. So I went to work and I was so buzzing to just master that inner critic inside myself and not listen to the fear, not listen to the judgment of the things that I tell myself all the time, and the self-doubt and the worries and it won't work and what if people judge me. And I thought, I've read this book, I do want to master my mean girl, I want to live a no BS life, and silence my inner critic. I wanted that. So I got to work, I parked my car, I took my phone with me, and I went to the school field and I filmed my very first live in a Happy Mind Facebook group. And I still have that Facebook group, and it's my favourite place to hang out with all of you and everyone in my community. And I go live every week, but that live was me walking around the school field saying, I've just read this book and it's all about making sure that we live through our fears, and that's what I'm doing right now, and it's called Mastering Your Mean Girl, and I want to master the mean girl inside me. And that's where I started. So if I could give you any 2 books to just get you going, get you started on your journey and stop listening to the fear, it would be these 2. They genuinely are so empowering, and they're my big 2 takeaways. Big Magic was all about making sure you do listen to the idea and take action. And Mastering Your Mean Girl is all about, for me, not listening to that mean little girl inside of myself that keeps telling me I'm not good enough, and going with pursuing my dreams and making vision happen and turning that into my reality. So those are 2 books I fundamentally, if you haven't read already, go and buy. And if you have read them, I want to hear what your takeaways are. And the next 3 books are more around the business mindset and how I grew my business mindset and what that business mindset means to me. And this is the first business book that I read. This is the first business book that kind of came onto my radar, and it was the best book for me to start with, because it says, turn your ideas into reality and become a wildly successful entrepreneur. And when I bought this book, I didn't really know that much about Carrie Green. I didn't know anything about the Female Entrepreneur Association. I didn't really know about business. I wasn't in business. I didn't do business for my degree. I did teaching and education and psychology. So it was really new to me. So things like getting clear on your business vision. What's a business vision? Managing your time and focus so that you're going in the right direction. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go in. I didn't even know if I had a good business idea or what my business idea really was. And condition yourself for success. I'd never done that because I was so used to being paid a certain wage, in a salary, know what I'm earning, run by the government. Success was always capped for me. So this book was such a good start, and honestly, it taught me so much about myself, so much about where I wanted my business to go. And it's in 4 parts. The first part is all about your dreams. The second part is starting to shine. The third part is being unstoppable. Being unstoppable. And this really did remind me that if you have an idea, if you have something that you want to achieve, you can do it. You just need to start, and you need to have this relentless, unstoppable nature and force that drives you forward. And this book, She Means Business, is exactly that. I did mean business, I wanted to create a business, and I wanted to get started, and this really was the best book to start that business journey. So if you are looking for a book that really boosts you, elevates your mindset around business and where you want to be, please read this book, She Means Business. The next book, I bought this in an airport, and I do have a bit of an obsession with books, if I'm completely honest, and you'll see my bookshelf in the footage of here, but I absolutely love books, and I love reading, I love self-development, I love growth, and I love always stretching my brain. I really think that's important. So for wherever you are in your business, your mindset, it's really important that you continue to grow and you don't stay stagnant, because as soon as you do that, you're stopping yourself from expanding and evolving. So it is really important to me. But I was on my way home. I think I was on my way home from Bali or Mexico. I was on my way home from somewhere further away from home, and I bought this book, The Entrepreneur Revolution, How to Develop Your Entrepreneurial Mindset and Start a Business That Works. And for me, I'd already been in business for about a year, but I was only selling on my Facebook group. I didn't really have funnels yet. I wasn't into email marketing. I didn't really have sales strategies, launch strategies. I didn't have lots and lots of products. I used my group. I had one-to-one coaching, and I sold my first course. That was my first year in business, and it was super successful, but I did want to leverage. I did want to move the business forward. I did want to expand. So this book was a great way to develop my entrepreneurial mindset. And honestly, this book, The Entrepreneur Revolution, it talks so much, and Daniel Priestley talks so much about the revolution of entrepreneurs, the generation that we're living in, the mindset and the culture of the people, and how it's different to our parents or grandparents, how the culture is different, how our mindset is different. And honestly, the analogies and the information it gives, the diagrams, the flow of it, the top tips, it has so much in there about your business, how you can create your best business, how you can create vitality in your business, and how you can make your business work for you. And there's so many simple things in here, like the entrepreneur sweet spot. Do you know what that is? Do you know what your entrepreneur sweet spot is? And if you don't, this book's for you. It's all about putting your passion but the strategy together to create a business that you can leverage and expand. So this book is a must read if you are in a situation where you know you need more. You're ready to take your entrepreneurial journey a step up. And for me, this really did do that. And it's all about your ideas into scalable products and services. So honestly, this book is for those entrepreneurs out there who have been going a little while, but you need more, you're ready for more, and you know your business can handle more and you want to scale. And my final book for you is a book that I bought on the way, no, this book I bought on our way home from Bali, I'm sure, because I remember buying this with another book at the same time, and this is called Mastering Coaching. So by now I'd been coaching about 18 months. I absolutely loved what I was doing, but I was in a situation where I wanted to do more than just anxiety coaching, because I'd created my own business from scratch. I'd used social media, I'd created an amazing brand. I was really good at connecting with my audience, building a community. I wanted to start coaching amazing women to do the same. How to start your business, leverage your business, get a brand that really works for you, and show up on social media. So I thought this book would be a really good way for me to learn more around coaching in a completely different way. How to use coaching from psychology perspectives, you know, positive psychology, messaging, how you can support people in the very best way so that their psychology and their mindset is harnessed from your coaching. So this book is called Mastering Coaching, and it really does delve deeper into knowledge of yourself as a coach, but knowledge of who you are coaching and who you are supporting. So if you are a coach, please let me know what industry you are in and what you coach and what field you're in. But I would absolutely love for you to read this book, get your hands on this book, and take your journey and your steps forward to really delving deeper. And it is really thought-provoking. It does a lot to look at neuroscience, expert performance, top tips, how we can change the mindset of ourselves as the coach, but also of the people that we are coaching and our clients. So these are my 5 top books that you need to read in 2019 if you haven't already. And I want to hear from you for 2 key reasons. Number 1, do you like the shirt? And number 2, which of these books are you yet to read but you are now going to read? And please let me know, because I want to do more around books and videos for books, because as I've already said to you, I love them. But I really hope you just take away one key thing from any book you read that you can use. So Big Magic I read over 2 years ago, and I still remember that key message. I still remember when it said, use your ideas and don't let them go, because someone else will take them and they will make it a success. And I still remember that. So make sure you can always take one thing from any book you read and put it into your life. So your 5 books that can change your mindset, leverage your business, and start seeing huge results and success in 2019 are there for you, and I absolutely can't wait to hear from you. So enjoy, get reading, and let me know which book you choose.